Welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Just arrived at a job and we have a job going from Chios to Novi Sad up here in Serbia. And yeah, I think we'll take this one. It's 27,000. So this should be fun. I didn't check my fatigue, but we might be able to get to the ferry before we need to sleep. Now let's see if we can get this trailer parked up without too much difficulty. This should be a fairly straightforward park actually, but you know, I'm not this is me that we're talking about. Oh, stop looking at the information display that tells me to skip loading and pay attention to driving. I made that difficult. That should have been a lot easier. Anyway, right, we need to cut the engine and load our trailer. And let's get started again. Yeah, I still have this trailer. Well, this is my cool trailer. Yeah, this is a cold one. You can't really see it, it's night time. Don't know why I'm trying to show you something in the dark. Yeah, but we're going to head to the ferry. Yes, head up to Serbia. Now it's quite tight round here, as you can see. Oh, that wall's close, but we got through. Okay. So yeah, this should be. I don't know how this journey is going to be, honestly. Oh, you stopping for me, thank you. Oh, you started again. Unbelievable. Wow, it's really dark. I wonder if my mod is not functioning. Right, bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know, the Brighter Nights mod is on, but it does seem really dark for some reason. Might be just this area. Who knows? Yeah, not sure what's going on with that. We'll see what it's like when that was a green light. What does that mean? Still doesn't mean I can just go, does it? Oh, apparently maybe it does. Okay, that's weird. Oh, because they've got a red light. Okay, I see. Gotcha. Didn't know there was traffic lights on that side of the road. Right, 50 mile an hour through here. Kilometers an hour. Yeah, so still using my own trailers at the moment. I think I'm going to have to start looking at you know, the other job markets as well, because the prices might be better. But currently with this trailer, the jobs I'm taking, the prices are fairly competitive with the other markets, so should be okay. Right, I think this is the ferry here, just across there. So I think we should be okay. We should be able to rest on the ferry. And then it might be daytime. We might be able to travel by daylight. once we get off the ferry. Nice little harbour town this. Oh, I need to be turning around here. Not paying attention, watching the scenery as per usual. Right, we got in the gate fine. And the dash seems really dark as well. I don't know why it's so dark at the moment. It's weird. Right, I believe, yes, we're going up there because we're heading up to Serbia. So through Greece, Bulgaria, Serbia. Yes, it's daytime. Okay. Right. I'm just making sure I had my lights on. Yeah, I've done something with the mods. I tried to increase the priority on the brighter nights mod there, but yeah, I think maybe it's just it might have just been very dark in that area, unless it's my monitor, because also the on OBS on my second monitor it looks pretty bright. Well, it does now, obviously it's daytime, but it looked pretty bright when I was travelling at night, so it's maybe just my monitor. Maybe something's changed on that, who knows? I don't know, we will see. Yeah, I'm not you know, I'm not good at this recording and YouTube stuff. It's just it's just me. I've been watching actually somebody called Grosjean. He's got a couple of channels. If you're interested in watching other people with it play Euro Truck Simulator on Grosjean's Realm, he's doing pretty well on this. He's a lot more professional at this YouTube stuff than I am, so you'll get a better experience. Yeah, go check him out, give him a follow. He's trying to grow his channel. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun watching him. He's doing well. Oh, still indicating. How are we doing? Likewise, yeah, we have to Tobias. Loki's at home. This is Tobias. Right, these are new roads according to the sat nav. Not been along here before. New place. Pretty good. This is Greece, isn't it? Yeah, we're in Greece at the moment, I think. Could be wrong. It's only been like 2 minutes since I checked the map, but yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think this is still Greece here. Yeah, well. Nice anyway. Yeah, here's our refrigerated company trailer. Oh, thank you to the mention that I'd spelt Midnight Haulage wrong down on my truck down there. I've changed that now. That's all fixed. Thank you about that. Still not completely sold on this design, but it is what it is for now. I've been looking at other trucks for future investments, and I was on my other account just test driving different trucks, and I've come to the conclusion regarding a few different trucks. The Volvo would have been a clear winner, actually, with the exception of there was a lot of things I didn't particularly like about the sat nav and a few things on the dash and such. And then, so it came down to a DAF, the NGD. I think it was the XG. Really liked that. The dash inside and everything was just really clear, really easy to see. Looked like a really good truck. The downside of that was the power. Now, it shouldn't matter too much because it was 530 horsepower. And that will cope with just about any job, provided I'm not taking massive cargo. The next one, which was kind of tied, was the MAN. Am I in the middle of the road stopping people? No. Well, I kind of am on this side, but yeah, the second one tied with that, with the DAF NGD, was the MAN, and that was the TGX, I think. And really like the camera mirrors in that. Really minimal blind spot, and it felt like a truck while I was driving it. And it had more power than the DAF, which is a small bonus, really. Still not too important, because 530 HP is more than enough for most cargo. But it was slightly disappointing with certain things on the dash, because I mean, I look at this in the sense that this is what I'm looking at now: the steering wheel, the dashboard, the sat nav, the view out the window, and the mirrors. All this is important because this is what I'm looking at 90% of the time. So it has to be, in my opinion, it has to feel right. So I'm not just thinking about how the truck performs, I'm also thinking about how do I feel when I'm driving it? What does it look like inside? Can I read things legibly? Do I understand how fast I'm going? Can I see the speed limit of the road on the sat nav? Is there any massive blind spots like this huge set of mirrors on the left here? Things like that. So yeah, the DAF was still just winning, although the MAN was beating it with clearer views, less blind spots, and just generally I thought aesthetically it looked better externally. And internally, actually, the cab looked really nice inside. And then, spanner in the works was I jumped into a Scania, the Scania Series S, and I was disappointed that I couldn't have camera mirrors, because the blind spot on the large mirrors on the Scania were similar to this, really quite heavy. However, there was a mod that allowed you to have camera mirrors and very slim ones as well on the Scania. So that's still an option. And Renault An Iveco are kind of off the table for me. I'm not a fan of them. Won't be using them in this game, I don't imagine. And then Mercedes. I've drove the Mercedes in my other playthrough. Wanted to change. So, long story short, my next truck, I believe, will either be the MAN TGX, and I think it was the GX, but it's more likely going to be the DAF NGD, and possibly the GX model. The GX model will allow me, it's enough power. I might go with the mid-lift on the chassis, and then yeah, because the GX Plus or the XG Plus will allow me to take heavier cargo, but the majority of the time I won't be taking huge cargoes. It'll just be normal cargo loads, and yeah, so it's either going to be the MAN or the DAF. Generally, that's where I am at the moment. And the reason I did that, and quite comprehensively, and took them out for a drive, and then, you know, seeing what options there were for them and different things, and how they felt, how they looked, whether I'd be comfortable driving them all the time, is because I want to do my paint job on the truck I'm going to actually be having for a long time. So yeah, and I'm still playing about with that. There's still changes I'm making, but yeah. So yeah, I've been looking into trucks basically. That's what I've been doing. And to be honest with you, I haven't been able to record much because I've not actually been very well. But I've been able to jump on and just mess around at 20 minutes at a time, looking at different trucks. So yeah, that's where we are. Well, I do miss the drives. I do miss picking up jobs and going for a drive like this. Wow, these roads are slow. 50. Right, at least the lights changed. That's nice. Oh, quick stretch. Oh, you really? Wow. Mind you, I suppose he turned onto the left lane. I should have been turning onto the right lane. I was just using the road because I didn't think he was going to turn. Though I had all the room there, but guess not. No, well, no harm done, apart from I'm speeding, so I better slow down. Oh, what I did was as well when testing the other trucks, and that's the first time I've done it actually. I turned off the speed limiter in the settings on my other account, and just put my foot down in one of the trucks. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was the Scania. I got up to about, I don't know, about 170, I didn't even know they could do that in this game. So yeah, if you turn the limiter off, you can, yeah, you can hit some crazy speeds. I thought those sort of things were just mods. I know on multiplayer you can reach 110. Most people do. Most people just travel flat out at 110 wherever they can. I miss them every time. Yeah, I had no idea if you turn the truck speed limiter off, you can just go as fast as that truck will actually take you. Depending on its engine size, I suppose, and transmission, but yeah, that was kind of fun, but not something I advise in normal gameplay. I tell you what, if you didn't worry about speeding offences and you wanted to get a job done, go from A to B, that's there's the setting for you. Why sit at 80 or 90 when you can do 160 or 170? Yeah, not for me. Not my sort of thing. Let's see if we can get through and out in front of this truck. Racing through the checkpoints. Oh. Yeah, we got ahead of him. Oh. We are speeding though. I think we're supposed to be doing about 5 miles an hour through here. Oh, he went straight through. Yeah, shouldn't have stopped, should I? Let's just pull in behind him. It's not like we can go any faster than he's going anyway. It's a 30-kilometre stretch of road. Are you... Yeah, you are. Of course you are. Don't worry about a huge truck beside you. You just, you know, cut across. I was going to say, come on, we must be getting out of that 30 zone by now. Yeah, so I think my new truck will be retarded kicking in. I've got the adaptive cruise control. This truck will get up to 70, no doubt. Oh, it's 90. Good grief. Right. So we might get past this truck actually. Oh no, maybe not. He's speeding up now. Yeah, I had a real sort of think about these trucks and what I'm going to go into and what truck I want. So I think I've worked out the truck and the engine I want and the transmission I want to give me a good mix of normal cargo and sort of heavy cargo. I won't be able to take massive, it won't be optimised for heavy cargo and it won't be fully optimised for normal cargo, but it'll be a good mix of the two, with the engine I think I want and the 12-speed transmission. Definitely don't want 16-speed transmission. Like I say, I'm not going for the extremely heavy cargo. I can't get a 6-speed box because I don't think the options for the 6-speed box is on that truck. Actually, it might be, but it's not for the 530 HP engine, and that would really reduce the heavy cargo stuff. So yeah, I'm looking at a truck that's going to be comfortable. I can roadworks, comfortable enough to take 40-50 tons. Maybe it would cope with 60 just. I don't think it would actually, but 40 or 50 ton, and then but be absolutely suitable and have no problems taking normal cargo. And I think the mid-lift, I prefer the mid-lift. The tag lift will give me better manoeuvrability, but it can be a bit lighter, especially in the wet. So yeah, I'm really sort of focused on, once I pick the truck, it's going to be spec'd exactly how I want it. And then hopefully I'll be happy with it, and it'll be my truck for a good while. And then I'll hand this truck down to a driver. I've got enough money for a garage at the moment, but I don't have enough money for a garage and a driver and a truck, basically. So I'm going to wait until I've got enough cash built up for the garage and the truck, and then I'll buy them together that way. Right, back up to 80. Nice scenery around here. I have been here before, according to the sat-nav. Let me just zoom the sat-nav out a little bit. That'll give me a bit more time to react to up and coming junctions and anything else that's coming. Yeah, and the only other one thing downside about the DAF was that compared to the Scania, Volvo and MAN, it kind of felt like driving a car. I don't know if it's just the wheel or what, or the internal look of it, but yeah. When I was driving the Volvo and the Scania and the MAN, it felt like he was driving a truck. I was just like, yeah, you know, it feels right. And then I jumped back into the DAF and was like, oh, it feels like a car. Or maybe a van or something, you know what I mean? It didn't feel quite as big and bulky and as strong. So yeah, I've been really sort of nitpicking. I remember somebody mentioning on one of my videos that they didn't like a specific truck. I can't remember what brand it was, but they didn't like it because of the horn. And they said, that seems like a silly thing to completely dismiss a truck about, just the horn. But I kind of agree, you know. I will love a truck, but just one aspect of it, if it bothers me, I won't buy it. The Volvo, one of the Volvos, I can't remember which one it was, great truck, really liked driving it. Dash was really clear, even pretty good views through the wind, the windshield. But the simple thing was, as you can see on the sat nav, it says 70. It's telling me how fast this road is, which is quite important to me because I like to stick to the speed limits. So having that clearly displayed is important. The Volvo on the sat nav didn't display it for whatever reason. Now I could probably pick up mod to rectify that. I know there's like another heads-up display mod or something like that that shows you your speed, your fuel and everything across the top of the screen, and I downloaded that and I had a look at it. It seemed very intrusive. It was just sort of in my face. If I could have made it a bit smaller, which maybe I can, I mean that would have solved that problem, but I don't know. Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is the smallest thing can make a huge difference for me on a truck. It kind of all has to be right. Not completely, because I'm happy to compromise on certain things, but if I can find like that perfect balance between everything that I'm looking for and the feel of the truck, its capability, and visually, is it something I'm going to be able to work with for a long period of time? Because let's face it, when you're playing this game, you play for long periods, you rack up a lot of hours, and like I'm sat now staring at this dash, and I'm pretty happy with it actually. It's quite a nice dash to look at, but there can be improvements. My biggest problem with this truck is that huge mirror on the left. Such a big blind spot. So yeah, looking forward to getting my final truck, my forever truck. It probably won't be my forever truck, but it'll be a truck that I will be driving for a long time until I get the drivers and the garages going. Right. Am I tired? Just noticed that rest stop. I'm not doing too bad at the minute, so I'm not too tired. And I didn't notice how far I had to go. 437 kilometers. So it's going to be quite a long one, this video. But not to worry, you've got me rambling, Right, oh, no, down to 60, down to 30. Wow, 30 feels like I've nearly stopped. Right, did that say Budapest? I don't know what that said, honestly. Right, come on, gate, open, thank you. Right, X-ray inspection. These inspections and tolls and things they're quite disruptive, but I also kind of like them because it breaks up the journey. Oh, that was a bit of a bump. 19 tons. Total weight 19 tons. Right, we'll go through this one that the other truck went through. because we can stop here and look at the puppy. Oh, I thought he had a dog beside him. It's a dirty post. Yeah, I tell you, my eyesight is terrible. Yeah, I thought a dirty post sat next to him was a dog. I need to get my eyes tested again. Get back to the opticians. New pair of glasses, I think. I think there is a dog on some of these checkpoints though. I've seen them before. I think. Well, there was a rest area there, but I think we should be fine for now. But I'm going to have to start thinking about resting somewhere. This truck's parked there, but it's not displaying as a rest stop on the sat nav, so I'll probably might be able to park in there, but not rest. Right, where is this taking me? Round and back this way. Okay. Right, there is a rest area up here. I don't know. I might take the advantage of resting, maybe, if I can up here. Or is it on the other side of the road? I think it's on the other side of the road. Okay. Yeah, so next rest stop I will be not pulling. Right, how are we going to out accelerate this vehicle? I think we are actually. But I also have a feeling we're turning off. No, we're not. We're staying on this road. Now, one truck I didn't try was the Iveco. Because I believe it's just universally recognised as not a suitable truck in this game. I know they are fairly budget trucks generally, but I'm not sure. Maybe they might be okay in the game. I might have a look at one. I might do a test drive of one just to check. I was a little disappointed with the Renaults actually. I was hoping to find a bit of a decent Renault at the top end of the Renault range, but honestly, compared to the DAF, MAN and Scania, Volvo, Mercedes, yeah, I wouldn't choose it actually. I'm still thinking about Volvo, but No, it's going to come down to the MAN or the DAF, I think. With possibly, I still could end up with a Scania yet. The other problem I have with the Scania is, really, car? Is especially when you do the configuration for it, you know, when you think, right, I'll stick some lights on it, and I might have a, like, I don't know, something else, and go through all the accessories you can get for it. Because the Scania is very popular, there is so much you can do with it, and it can end up like a Christmas tree. You can have a bull bar on the front with like 15 lights on it, and the bar at the bottom can have like lights on it. You can have the bar at the top and fill that with lights, you know what I mean? It can just look at horns, and it can, if you do it right, it can look really good. It can look quite menacing, but yeah, I'm kind of still veering away from the Scanias. And another reason is because it is due to the popularity. So many people use them, and I think it's just still not my favourite truck. But it did become a contender. Oh, that truck just phased out of existence. It went into a parallel realm somewhere. Right, I'm going to assume this is the parking spot that I can rest at, perhaps? No? Oh, yeah, okay, right. Stop the engine and let's rest. Okay, and loan instalment. See, look at that, because I got a 400,000 loan plus the 100,000 that I had. Yeah, it was a bit of a silly move, but it was buying those trailers. And yeah, I just want to have fun with the game, so I'm not too worried. That truck's pulling across, so thank you very much. I will pull in here. Yeah, I think I've said it before. I'm not playing this efficiently. I'm certainly not going to be a transport tycoon, but I am going to have a lot of fun in the meantime and test things out and drive different trailers and see what the game has to offer. I don't think I need my full beam on, do I? Oh, it's still on. I pressed the wrong button. Turn my cruise control off. It doesn't matter because I shouldn't be undertaking on this truck anyway, but he was travelling a bit slow in that outside lane. Right, what is it? Evening? Morning? Morning. Right, it's nearly 6 in the morning. 240 odd kilometres to go. So the last part of the drive will be during the day, and yeah, so a bit of a long one this, but there we are. Nice sunrise though. So yeah, I'm gradually experiencing more places around Europe. I mean, I think I'm on about 3 or 4% exploration of the map. So definitely nowhere even close to have discovered everything. But yeah, I'm going to have to hunt out some interesting roads, and I'm also going to have to do the opposite by travelling towards the UK. Might as well get a few locations opened up there, get over that side of the map. Certainly not going to have the same scenery and such, but it's a fairly small island. I could probably open up the entire UK, explore every road on there, and just be done with it. But we'll just take things gradually. My little island of Corsica, I still haven't driven on every road on there, and there's only about 5 of them. Right, we'll just follow this coach through. Could have gone to the right actually. I probably wouldn't have had to stop if I'd have gone right, but not a problem. Too late now. I'm here. 82 euros. Good grief. Oh, now these two have crashed. Ah, great. Stop. Oh, you seriously. Right, what's behind me? Oh, okay. Right, I think it would seem that traffic from the right just accepts that they have priority, and we're behind this Scania again, which I drove past before. Okay. Well, a little bit of drama at the toll. None of it included me for once, so that's good. All the other traffic getting themselves into bother. Right, so I think, yeah, we're turning off this road and getting onto a different one. Maybe. Or does this road just curve round? No, it doesn't. We're changing roads. Oh, we caught up with the coach. Right, I'm going to assume that there's the potential for traffic coming that way. Yeah, okay, good. Right, clear that way, and we're going to get him out before that car comes because there was traffic behind him and I'm not waiting. Right, 40 zone, better stick to the speed limit. Travel through there very smoothly, but there we are. So it was 70 through there and it's 60 here. It obviously doesn't make a great deal of sense. Quite high up on this bridge. Oh, throwing my camera around. I suppose it makes sense because we've just gone through roadworks. So, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I stretched my shoulder and still had hold of the wheel because, you know. Anyway. Right. Focus. Going too fast again. Nope, speed's gone up to 90. Yeah, the reason I feel like I have to focus on these speeds so much is because they fluctuate so much. You sit on one stretch of road, and even though the road doesn't change, it can suddenly go down to like 70 from... Do I need to be off here? I think I do. I do. Right, that was a bit of a mess. Yeah, that car pulled round. It was kind of in front of me to some extent, even though it was on the other lane, and my adaptive cruise control noticed that there was a vehicle in front of me. That's why we suddenly slowed down there, I believe. So I shut that off and then got confused about where I needed to be. This truck's travelling quite slow. Another toll road. Right, so we test the, oh, I was just going to do that. I was going to test that right hand lane, but this doesn't have a green thing, we can just drive straight through. Good camper van there, I don't think I've seen one of them. It's the first one I've seen. Well, the first one I've noticed, maybe been a lot of them, but yeah, first one I've actually paid attention to. Whoa, Another big bridge. That's a big river, actually. Wow, that's quite a big river. Cool. It looks like a nice wide open service station. Probably convenient to use. Right, gonna go this way. Gotta slow down. Slow down. Oh, we can't go that way, it's crossed. Well, this is costing us more money than we're earning, I think. Only 13 euros is quite cheap compared to most. Right, how far we got to go? 18 kilometers, and I need to be in this lane. So we ain't got far to go. I need to be over on the left. Actually, because of the way I'm going around the roundabout, I would, well, yeah, I'll stay in this lane. Let's hope nothing runs into the side of me. Okay, so far so good. Zoom the sat nav in a little bit so I can see where I'm going now. Yeah, I should be looking at where I need to be going, really, shouldn't I? Alright. Well, let's see how badly I can mess up the parking. Yeah, it's 90 XP. Are we going in the building, maybe, on this one? Just under the canopy. I don't know, actually. Oh, no, we are. We're going in the building. Right, okay. Okay. Alright, we can do this. Well, again, we will try and do this. Should we try it from inside? Well, we could, I suppose. You know, the silence says it all, don't you? While I'm reversing like this. There we are. Alright, not ideal. Could have been better actually. It was going fairly smoothly, that. But we got in. Not too bad. I'm alright with that. Right, engine off. And let's unload. Right, we got an excellent. And 27,000, that's a pretty good price. And a lot of XP. That's really good. So, yeah. I might jump into high value. I don't know. I'm not too bothered about doing really long journeys at the moment. 850 kilometers is more than sufficient right now. I think I'm going to just keep going high value for now. There we are. Right, that was that journey. Fairly straightforward actually, no major problems, which makes a change. And thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next drive.